We are back with another lift tonight, and today we are back in the gym. It's been a little minute since we've been to the gym. I wanted to say something new today, something that I have been thinking about for a while now. So I feel like I'm going to take out flat bench out of my routine, and let me explain why I'm taking flat bench out of my routine. The reason why I'm taking flat bench out of my routine is because I feel like I feel no type of upper chest contraction whenever I'm doing flat bench. I mostly feel my lower, my shoulders, and my triceps whenever I'm doing it. Even when I'm doing a wide grip, like whenever I'm doing a wide grip flat bench, I still feel it in my triceps and in my, lower chest more than my upper. And I feel like flat bench is more of like a ego lifting exercise. It's like an exercise where everyone be like, what's your bench? I feel like that's like an exercise that's like more for powerlifting and strength training. And me personally, I'm more of a person that trains for strength and hypertrophy. I'm power building, so I don't really find a reason for me to even do like deadlifts, bench, stuff of that nature. I feel like the only exercise that I will keep in my routine though is squats. I'm definitely not taking squats out of my routine. Squats is going to have to stay. But when it comes to like flat bench, I feel like flat bench is pointless to do when I have incline bench, upper chest movements like, incline bench, dumbbell bench press on incline, chest press on incline, pec flies, cable flies, stuff like that. If you have exercises like that, honestly, you don't really need to do flat bench. You could do incline bench. It's just like any other chest exercise. If you really want to grow your chest, honestly, just stick to movements like that. Like the exercises I just explained, just do those. You don't need flat bench. You don't need any of those things. I think all you need is those exact exercises that I just explained. See right here, I usually start off with, flat bench as my first chest exercise. And by the time I'm done with flat bench, my chest don't even be sore. Like, when I'm done, I feel nothing but literally nothing. Like, all I feel is a little bit of shoulder, like front delt, activation, a little bit of soreness there, and a little bit of soreness where my lower chest is, and a tiny bit of soreness where my triceps are. Not much tricep feeling though. Like whenever I'm doing bench, I don't really feel my triceps as much, and that's a good thing. I'm supposed to feel my chest. But with this incline bench right here, I did incline bench here. When I did this here, my chest was getting so sore throughout the entire lift, and I wasn't feeling no type of triceps, barely shoulders. I was mostly feeling, honestly, I feel like I was feeling a lot of this upper chest here and front delts. Like when I was doing this exercise, my chest was getting blown up, and that's the goal here. That's what I want to do. I want to make sure my chest is as sore as possible. I want to pump it up. Another thing, when I tried to do dumbbell press, it was hard to do it with heavy weight. Usually I start off with either 90 pounds or 80 pounds on incline dumbbell press, but I had to do like 70s and 60s today because I end up doing I think I did only 2 exercises since this video started. No, I did 3. Yeah, so we did 3 different, 3 different chest exercises, and this dumbbell bench one is the 4th. So honestly, I see why I wasn't able to go do 90s and 80s today because of how sore I was. But though, for sure, I am going to start doing those incline dumbbell press. I might end up doing that like next chest day. I might end up making that at least my second or first. No, I'm gonna make that like my first exercise I do for my chest, so I could be able to go heavy on that. And then once I'm done with that, then I'll do weighted dips. I always do weighted dips second because weighted dips is like an exercise that I can't, not go light on. Like I have to go really heavy on the exercise. Like I don't want to lack. I don't want my chest being so sore to the point where I have to do only 2 plates on dips. And 2 plates is literally nothing for me. Like that's like my warm-up weight. So I don't want to be able to be so sore to the point where, I can't even do 3 plates like that, and I rep 3 plates as one of my exercises that I want to do. I feel like the only time I go anything above 3 plates, it would be 3 plates of 45s and a 25. Or I would do like, or if I want to see how much reps I could do with 4 plates, I'll just hit at least like 3 to 2 reps with that weight, and then I'll just go back to 3. And that's obviously like not my max right now. That's like 185. I'm pretty sure my weighted dip max by now is already about 200 pounds, which is a weight that I'm actually proud of. I'm actually glad that I was able to achieve that weight. I remember like 2 years ago, about 2 years ago, I was only able to do 90 pounds. That was actually my max weight. But now, as a current, about to be stepping into 2025, we got so many things coming up, so many different, things awaiting me. I just know when I'm 16, that's going to be like where I'm really massive. It's like, I don't know, like these past weeks, I've been stacking on my protein powder. I've been bulking hard. I've been eating a lot of food. I've been making sure I got all my protein in. I'm making sure that I'm not skipping any meals like I used to. I'm making sure that I'm eating enough. I'm eating more. I feel like I'm doing enough. I feel like I'm doing good. Back then, like weeks from now, actually, like I used to have a very good training routine. I had a good training plan. Everything was perfect like how it is now. The only worst thing about it was that my diet was bad. Like I didn't eat a lot. I used to eat like 1 to 2 times a day, and I used to barely be able to see much progress because I just didn't really feel like eating. My body was telling me not to eat. I didn't feel like eating. And I thought, you know what, I'm just not going to eat because my stomach hurts. I just don't want to eat nothing. And there will be some days where I'll just eat only 1 meal a day and I'll just stay lean. And that's a problem. So that's honestly what helped. That's honestly what rendered me. I seen progress by doing that. I don't honestly, I genuinely do not know how I gained muscle while doing it, but I gained muscle while doing it, and I saw a lot of progress while doing it. I saw like a lot of progress. I went from like 130 while doing it to like 145. So I don't know how it happened, but it happened. I guess I got taller or something would help me gain more weight, but I don't know. I gained weight somehow, and I don't know how. And I stayed lean too, so I mean that's a win-win of keeping the stack. That's a win-win. But now we're locked in more though. We're our diet is more better now. We're eating more. We're obviously training hard like we always been. We never stop training hard. Every single time we go to the gym, we go as hard as we physically can. That ain't nothing new. That's never going to be anything new to us. We always going to be doing that. The only thing bad was that I just barely ate food, and that I feel like if I ate more, I would be way bigger than I am now. So I'm currently 15 right now. So by the time I turn 16, which will be in February 13th, if anyone want to know my birthday, now y'all know it's February 13th. Y'all gonna see, I swear, 2025, y'all gonna see a massive difference in my physique, a massive difference. Y'all gonna see that I have more mass, y'all gonna see that I'm more bulky, and y'all gonna see it. Y'all gonna see the difference. Y'all gonna see more mass that's being built on my physique. You gonna see me getting more bigger forearms. That's why I really want to grow. I want to grow my forearms more than anything. I'm gonna have bigger forearms, bigger chest, because my upper chest is low-key lacking. And it's not even that I just don't train my upper chest like that. I actually train it really good. It's just that there's certain exercises that's stopping me from really growing my chest like that, and that's flat bench and other movements that really don't train my upper chest like that. So we're only focusing every chest day, we're only doing upper chest movements. Like anything else that doesn't train my chest, like the only upper chest, like the only exercise I'm gonna do that's not upper chest, I would say is weighted dips. Weighted dips is gonna be like the only exercise that I'm gonna do that's not upper chest. And that's fine, because I always been doing, I'm never gonna stop doing weighted dips. Weighted dips, I've been doing that since like I was like 13, so I'm always gonna keep doing those. That's like one of my favorite chest exercises, and they get my lower chest sore. So honestly, that would be the only lower chest exercise I'm gonna honestly need if I'm being honest. In the back days, there's really nothing to do with the back days. Like the back days, I already know my routine with that. I usually just do a lot of rows, a lot of lat pull downs, pull ups. I feel like my top two for my back is weighted pull ups and lat pull downs. I feel the most when I'm doing those exercises. I feel the most backs, like my back is sore. I feel the most like fatigueness when I'm doing those two exercises right there. They're like my most favorite. And I just love going heavy on lat pull downs. Like whenever you're doing lat pull downs, please listen everybody. If you're doing lat pull downs, I promise you, only go for a wide grip and make sure you're going very slow and controlled. Make sure you're not pulling just make sure you're not ego lifting and just pulling up heavy weight with a whole lot of momentum and a whole lot of just pushing down and all that. Make sure you're going really slow and controlled with a weight that's very heavy, but you can at least hit 6 to 8 reps with. I say the best, for gaining muscle and strength, the best, rep range you should be in is 6 to 8, 10 to 8, or 10 to 12. I feel like 10 to 12 is good, but that's like the highest you should go. And whenever you count your reps, don't count your reps, don't count your reps at all, but make sure you're going beyond failure. Make sure you genuinely go until you literally cave and pick up that weight no more, to the point where you're dizzy after the set, you're going crazy. Make sure you feel as much pain as possible. I want you to go every single session feeling as much pain as possible. I want you to really hurt. I want you to really be tired throughout this entire workout. I want you to actually feel like I don't want to do this no more. I want you to feel like I don't want to do another rep of this. I literally want you to feel like every single time you lift that you're ready to end this workout. And that's how you should feel. I promise you right now, if you're lifting right and you genuinely don't feel like that, you don't want to stop, you don't want the workout to end, you just ready for a workout to end, that's a good thing. But if you don't feel that way, if you don't feel like you don't want the workout to end, I promise you're not training hard enough. If anybody that trains as hard as this, that trains beyond failure, they know by the time you at the end of the workout, you're not going to be able to want to work out after that. You going to be so burnt out to the point where you just ready for this shit to end. So honestly, whenever you're training beyond failure, make sure every single lift, you make sure you're just ready to get this over with. And don't be trying to rush the workout. Make sure you actually go as hard as you physically can. No little mild little sets, none of that. Actually, beyond failure, hard intensity. That's what you need. That's the way you grow. That's the way you grow. You eat more, you train harder, you go heavy. That's the way you grow. And y'all see me every lift. Y'all always see me go very heavy. And the reason why I do that is because that's just my training style. I feel like that's the best training style you could go for. I just literally love going heavy and going slow and controlled with any weight. Right here, when I was doing this last exercise, this weight right here is not heavy, but my back was so sore to the point where I couldn't even put 4 to 3 plates on this rack. All I needed was 2 plates of 45s, and I would have been good for my back here. So right here, during this time right here, honestly, I really want the lift to end already. I was going beyond failure. At this point, I was just ready to go. I could barely feel my back. I couldn't even work out as hard as I wanted to, because honestly, I felt so weak. So by the end of your workout, you should really feel really sore. You should feel like you don't want to lift after this. You should feel like you accomplished something. You don't want to leave the gym knowing that you didn't do enough. You don't want to leave the gym knowing that you could have trained harder enough. You don't ever want to leave the gym knowing you could have trained hard enough. If you leave the gym feeling that way, you obviously did not train hard enough. You should never want to feel that way when you get done training. You should feel like, dang, I didn't expect to do this today. I didn't expect to train this hard today. You should feel like that every single day. And that's how I feel like every time I lift. I feel like there literally be a lot of days where I genuinely don't expect for me to be training this hard today. I would be feeling like, dang, I did not know I was going to sit here and go as hard as I did today. Because genuinely on those days, most days when I train, I be really tired. I actually be sleepy. I genuinely do not feel like going to lift. But when I do it anyway, it surprises me. It makes me feel like I accomplished something today. And honestly, I could see it in my physique. I could feel myself getting stronger. I could see mass getting on me. I could see that I'm getting bigger. I could feel it in my physique too. Whenever I'm lifting, the weight that I usually lift, would feel like way heavier than that. But the weight I'm lifting now feels lighter. Like I remember when I was doing those pull-ups with 45 pounds, usually that weight would feel heavy. But now I'm over here doing pull-ups slow and controlled with 90 pounds now. I used to ego lift with 90 pounds. 90 pounds used to literally be way too heavy for me. But now I slow and controlled that weight. Same for 80 pounds, like 70, 80 pounds. That weight I can slow and control now. That's what I'm proud of. I made a lot of progress, and we're gonna continue making progress. This is gonna be the first meal that we're gonna be eating today. This is some leftover potatoes, steak, chicken. Yeah, this is chicken, steak, leftover potatoes, and a little bit of green beans mixed in here. And we just gonna eat it. We're gonna put this on the plate and we're gonna get ready to eat. And then let's get something else. We just started taking protein powder like last week, or yeah, it was last week. We just started taking it last week. This is the protein powder I'm currently taking right now. I'm going to take it after every meal, after, sometimes before a workout. After a workout, we're going to be taking mostly this protein powder right here. Let's move this ketchup out the way. All right, let's put this in. Hopefully it should be hot enough. I'm pretty sure this is hot enough. This is going to be the first meal today. As my all I eat in the day, including this protein shake I'm finna make. Got the milk. The last protein powder ran out really quick, which really annoys me. Oh no, okay. Here we go, 2 scoops, perfect. Add like a little bit more in there, that's about it. Protein shake that I'm not done mixing yet, chicken, potatoes, green beans, and steak. We're gonna finish this and then we're gonna be at the second meal. This will be the second meal for the day. We got pasta, broccoli, and chicken again. While we eat this, I'll be back with y'all on the third meal. All right, so this was the third meal for the day. We had another full thing of protein powder. We had 2 scoops again. So that would be about, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like that was about at least 70 grams of protein, because I put 2 scoops and a little bit more, grams of protein in there. I added like extra, so I would say like 2.5 scoops. And I had some more of that pasta. Still literally a lot more left in there that we're gonna eat for tomorrow. I don't want to eat nothing after that, bro. I cannot even feel my stomach. Well, not feel it, but I can feel my stomach popping right now. I can't eat nothing after that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna eat this last piece of chicken, and then we're gonna see y'all in a couple more hours. Actually, no, we're gonna see y'all tomorrow, because I'm not eating after this. My stomach is popped. I'll see y'all tomorrow.